Hey guys, SenditSteph here. Today we are heading out on the motorcycles. Jeff is going to be on the CBR 600 F4i and I am going to be on my FXR. I just did a couple upgrades to it. I have a new exhaust. I was previously running a Python 2-into-2 pipe, and now I am running a 2-into-1 Thunder header. Sounds amazing. So you guys will hear that later on today. And I also upgraded my rear suspension. So I'm running the Revo A Legend suspension. Suspension is everything. It's going to improve my ride quality, and I am so excited to try it on my first ride with my new upgrades. All right, so we're gonna start the bikes, pack our stuff up, and we will see you guys on the road. Bye.
What's up, guys? It has been a minute. Welcome back to the shit show. I'm SenditSteph. I am out on another back roads ride through Connecticut, riding along on my FXR. I just put the new exhaust and the new suspension on. My rear suspension I was running previously at 11.5. That's the way that I got the bike when I picked it up about I think it was like exactly a year ago. I have to go look back through my videos and look at my I just bought a brand new motorcycle vlog. Anyway, so it was previously owned by a woman, and she had a lower suspension height in the rear. She was at 11.5. In stock 1991 Harley, the rear was at 13. So I opted for original stock ride height for the suspension. So I've got 13 in the back. I got the Legend suspensions 13-inch Revo A. So I really love them. So New England and Connecticut, we have so many potholes. Like, we have lots of weather, and often the roads are very bumpy and very there's a lot of terrain. So I'm definitely noticing a difference there. The other thing that we did this year was the forks in the front were dropped about this much. I think it was about an inch. So we actually just raised the front of the bike, the forks in the front, back up to stock height. Now I definitely need to put new fork oil and maybe new fork springs in the front to replace those and get that working perfectly. I'm not leaking fork oil or any kind of fluid up there, but just to make things a little bit more enhance the performance, that would be good. But my ride height, I think I'm sitting I think I'm like an inch and a half up. I do notice a difference. It feels way better. It feels like how everyone says FXRs are like the best handling Harley. Like, this thing is solid. I'm definitely enjoying my ride. So this is my maiden voyage with that new upgrade that I did this year. And I decided 2020 was a hard enough year. I am a registered nurse and I work in a hospital, and I've been working my butt off this year. So I said, you know what? I'm going to treat yourself. So that's what I did. And what else did I do? Okay, so I got a new exhaust. I was previously running, the way that the bike came to me was with Python 2-into-2 exhaust, and the exhaust ended right where my ear is, and it was so loud. So it was deafening. I mean, I'd get off the bike after even a short ride, and my ears would be just ringing. So I got from Thunder header, it was either between Bassani or Thunder header, and I've just watched a bunch of videos of people who run Thunder headers on their Harley Evo engines, and it just sounds amazing, excellent. So that's what I did. I put a Thunder header on my 1991 Harley FXR, and I am loving it. It sounds beautiful. It sounds just like a nice Bumblebee. It doesn't sound like, loud and angry and choppy. It's just like a nice low drum. Oh, it sounds nasty when you crack the throttle. That's for sure. I really like it. We put new gaskets on the connection, tighten some things up, and I think that's pretty much it. I have a handlebar bag, and I don't know. We changed the 3 oil in it. We did your typical spring maintenance for the bike, and I'm really just I'm loving it. I'm going to Babes Ride Out this year, my first year ever. It's going to be my first long distance solo trip. It's really only 2.5 hours away from me, but I mean, I'm a back roads kind of, riding kind of gal. I don't do much highway travel, and I don't do much long distance, long way away trips. So this is the first time I'm going to be doing it all by my lonesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's going to be my first moto camping adventure. It's going to be my first Babes Ride Out trip. So I am pretty stoked about that. I'm going to be doing a video I'm going to film, I think, in the next couple days, all my gear that I picked up. So I'm going for small size and lightweight gear. And I'm like a pack rat. When we camp, we do car camping. I bring the kitchen sink. You guys saw the last video when we did our dirt bike day. We literally brought a garbage can. We don't usually do that though, but I like to be comfortable. Come on. So it's gonna be different. It's gonna be an adventure, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think I pretty much got all my modifications, except like I said, I wanted to do the new oil and the new springs in the forks in the front. So that, and I'm sure there's pegs, and I want to put new hardware foot pegs and stuff on, and yeah, so that's it. But anyway, so I'm having a great ride. Definitely enjoying this trip. We're in the northwest corner of Connecticut today. Jeff is rocking the CBR. I'll have to show you guys him. That bike, actually, the CBR, it's a CBR 600 F4i. I think it's a 2001, I want to say. All my bikes are old, come on. We work on our own bikes. Jeff's my, living mechanic, so I really don't need the newest and greatest machines. So I like the older bikes that all the kinks have kind of we figured out what's this year is better, this motor is better. I like all that. I like bikes with a story, I guess. So that bike is lowered too. So that, when I bought that, I think it was a 10-year-old bike at the time. I want to say it was under 10 years old when I bought that bike, the CBR, and it had a lowering link in it. So that bike was never at stock ride height. So I've always been riding bikes that are more suited for, I'm 5'4", so they're more suited for a shorter rider. My roots are in dirt biking, so I'm used to riding a CR 125, that ride height, that's up past my waist. So, I think keeping these bikes at the stock height improves their rideability and the natural mechanics, the physics of how the bike is supposed to work. I think it'll just improve ride quality. So, and I can adapt, overcome, and achieve, even though I'm sure I can do anything, right? Anyway, that's enough motivational talk for today. So I think, we just got lunch. We're going to cruise around. We're going to see what we can find. And I will catch you guys in a little bit. All right, bye.
Anyways, guys, so I'm back at home after a fun ride on the back roads. My name is SenditSteph. Please like the video, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I ride dirt and I ride motorcycles, and I just want to ride all the bikes and have all the fun. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.